say this is one of the most amazing, unique events I've ever seen students get to be a part of. I think that what's funny to me is how many of these students are going to grow up and look back and think that this was just normal and that most students get to have this sort of thing. And I know from my own experience that they don't, and you don't get this kind of thing. Thanks to Mr. Sullivan and all of the energy and the inertia they've created with this, it's becoming bigger and more students around the world are even going to start to get these kinds of programs. But to be exposed to something like this at this age is extraordinary, and I am both thrilled to be a part of it and, to be honest, really envious, because I didn't get exposure to this level of education and this kind of experience from mentors until I was maybe even well out of college. And so all of these students are going to leave this program with a leg up on the rest of the world in this industry. I couldn't be more thrilled. Now imagine this. Imagine you and I are shooting a scene together. We're acting, and I'm being real emotional. You're being real emotional, and it's great. And all of your dialogue was recorded perfectly. And we got it all on set, guy with a boom mic recorded it, sounds great. But now we're going to edit it together with mine, and I was talking way too soft, like you said. We just can't hear any of my dialogue. So I got to go back and re-record it. And what's that process called again? ADR, right. Automatic dialogue replacement.
3, 2, 1, let's go! Gotta go fast! Race your ass! On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, 4!
CreatorX Camp is a 3-day camp that covers 6 pillars: traditional art, animation and digital, performance, audio, dance, and story. Each one of these classes are taught by someone that works in industry, and the students are able to travel around and experience every single class. Along with that, you have 2 keynotes that are given every day by industry professionals. They're discussing different topics of what is story to the needs of diversity within the industry. They share not only their path and their story to be able to relate to the kids, but they also lay out a path, a way for the kids to go ahead and move forward and have an opportunity to ask direct questions of individuals that are exactly where they want to be.
The story class, which my son loved. Everything he did here was about creativity. It's about taking all these tools and solving the problems, whether it's in your personal life or through your art career or anything else beyond that.
I think what makes CreatorX Camp special for the students is not just what they're learning, but who they're learning from. We've been able to call on Sean Sullivan's former students, my former classmates, and people we know in the industry. They can learn directly from these industry professionals, from major studios. And so their wealth of knowledge is being passed down to, I imagine myself, the 15-year-old me that just wish I knew a little bit of what path can I be set on. So I think that's incredibly unique that they are here and that the students get to learn from these professionals.
I am a tree. So this is the beginning of our first tableau. Is a beautiful, beautiful tree, right? Then the second person might add to the scene, okay? I'll be the second person in this case. I am a Brachiosaurus, right? So now we need one third person to come up and complete the tableau. Go ahead. I am an apple. An apple, great. And there's no wrong answer, just as always. So once we've created the tableau with 3 people, CreatorX is a great opportunity to give back, especially for Sean Sullivan, who really started me on my career path towards animation. And it's just fantastic to finally have a place to gather story artists and professionals from the industry, not just film industry, but also we have music and acting, to be able to get them all together to sort of give back to the next generation. And likewise, it's awesome to have students from schools all over the area. It's funny, in the past when I've asked, who here is from Sheldon High School? It's like the whole class, like, yeah, we are Sheldon High School. But now it's like, who here is from Sheldon? And it's like 1 person out of 40. Who here's from California? Most of the people. Who here's from China? I'm from China. So it's been great just to actually see more diversity, not just in the makeup of the class, but also where they're from and their backgrounds. It's really great.
Oh, he doesn't like being in front of people. He works behind the scenes as well. But can you explain where you work at?
I work for Toonboo.
Toonboo. So if you're taking animation, you use the software that he works at. Can you explain to us what you did for the camp?
You're all getting a license of Harmony.
Harmony and Storyboard Pro, a year subscription from Toonboo. Let's give him a hand!
Well, Sean Sullivan has been on Toon Boom's radar since I first started working in the company in 2007. We were already doing stories about the amazing work that he was doing at Sheldon High School back then. And we've been in touch because, as I tell Sean and a lot of people in my company, he's probably one of the top educators in the country when it comes to Toon Boom, and he's really leading the way in sort of how animation is taught, project-based learning, connecting to industry, and then CreatorX is an extension of that. Is just the most amazing thing I've really witnessed. Just empowering kids and giving them this experience is something that most kids just will never have the opportunity. Well, I hope they will in the future now through Sean and the expansion of this program, but I mean that these 100 kids here can have this kind of experience is, priceless.
So, when I became a teacher, I want to make sure you guys know the arts are connected throughout everything. It's amazing to know that science, technology, engineering, and math are things that were talked about and taught in school, but the area of the arts, creativity, creating, takes those things to the next level. Instead of just regurgitating the one math problem or a science issue, being creative, you guys are the ones going to solve the world problems, and you're going to do it through creativity. This is why I bring you here to CreatorX. CreatorX was started because the need for multiplying creators in this world is very important. Schools focus on STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. And if we don't add the arts and call it STEAM, we are ignoring a whole huge area of creativity. You can take all these major areas that are being taught, such as science. The kids are just going to regurgitate it if they're just being taught that part. But if they're never taught the idea of how to be creative and how to go after ideas and that don't even exist, they're just going to keep spitting out the same thing. We need to be able to grow as a society. We need to be able to move forward. And to do that, you do it through creativity.
This figure drawing. Basically the idea is just to draw the model that's in front of you. You can choose to focus on different things, but for these warm-ups, I really like it if you try and capture the whole body. And it's going to seem crazy, and these drawings are going to be really rough, really quick, but that's the whole point. We need to get all of these, you do loosen up and get all of that funky drawing out of you in this warm-up, so then you can really get into it later. CreatorX is a great way for students to really learn how artists and artistic professionals handle themselves beyond the high school years and what their paths were, and that not everything is going to be exactly as you expected, and that's okay. It's a very fun and exciting journey.
When you do animation, you're going to track all your characters' limbs, their head, and the bounce of their step. You're going to see this pattern happening, waves happening. So this is what we're seeing.
So I chose to be part of CreatorX because it's the perfect opportunity for young kids to get a taste and get their hands dirty in the field of animation and dance and music and whatever creative endeavor they want to pursue. And it's an opportunity that I wish I had when I was a kid. And I wanted to make sure to give them opportunities to learn, to grow, and to show who they are, to bring their unique flavor into this world and to the professional world that I work in.
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right, left, bring it around, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Are we okay?
I chose to be a part of CreatorX because I saw a great opportunity to teach the youth. I saw kids who don't normally dance. I get to work with them and potentially find that, hey, I really like dancing, or maybe it's not for them. But regardless, they come into class really nervous, and then they leave excited, like, oh my gosh, I didn't think I could do this, but I really, really did.
All right. So let's talk about character for 2 seconds. I think character is super important in improv because it's so much, for me, it's so much easier to do a scene or talk as a character than standing up and talking as myself. When I first started this 150 years ago, I could never, stand and just talk?
Well, anybody who wants to attend this program, the reasons they should attend is because they will not find this anywhere else that I know of. That you will work with incredible professionals. You'll work with people who are not only good at what they do, they're passionate about what they do, and they're passionate about passing on their knowledge to other people, which is a big difference. That is a huge difference. You have an incredible artist, but an artist who's willing to pass that information on and help you grow for your art is an amazing thing. And you're going to work with other people, students your own age who are also passionate and love what they do. You'll find your tribe. You'll find the people who groove on what you groove on, and you'll be supported in it the entire time. The support system around here is incredible. From all the volunteers, from the people who put it together, from the artists who've shown up, who are teaching. It's really amazing, and you will not regret it at all, because you're going to learn so much in such a short amount of time. It's going to be overload in the best kind of way.
CreatorX is, it's still in even such the early stages, but I kind of feel like I'm in on the ground floor of whether it's Apple or Coca-Cola or something that you just take for granted that's just a part of everyday life now, but we're here when it was first starting. I mean, it almost feels like it's when sound was first introduced into motion pictures. We're here at the beginning stages of this thing that's going to change the way the world works. I don't know. It's got an energy that I don't fully understand, but I'm so happy to be a part of it right now when it's in its fledgling state.
Now you have the Spider-Man mask. It's what you do in that mask once you leave here. You got to be able to take it. Anyone can wear a mask, but it's what you do with that mask when you're out here. You're going to be that hero to others. You're going to pass it on. What I love more than anything, all my alumni that I pointed out here, they all came back here to work with you. That is what I'm most proud about. They have these amazing achievements, but what's the most important thing is to give back.
So the future of CreatorX is to continue doing these camps and reaching individuals that don't have the means to be able to these opportunities. But not just within the Sacramento area. We'd like to see this go beyond Northern California, outside of California, and eventually even outside the United States, to be able to reach more kids. We'd love for this to go international. We feel that it's very important that students from all over have these opportunities. And it's great that we have students come from all over the world, but it's part of that they shouldn't have to. It should be in their own backyard.
All right, you guys. Last time, loud and proud. Ooh. Is everybody ready? Appreciate you. Use those tools, use that knowledge, appreciate the people around you, and keep giving back to everyone in this world. Love you much. Enjoy!